Hey there, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef, and this will be Fall Extravaganza 24, number one, even though I left on Friday and it's Sunday. And if you know I'm traveling or should be traveling, you may be wondering, okay, dude, where's all of our updates that we should be having? And that's a very valid point, and I'm going to get to that here in a sec. I had planned on leaving on Thursday and packing the stuff that I had bought to take with me to equip this better was a lot more than I thought it was going to be, and I had to run a couple of errands Thursday morning. I had to drop the sample off, and I had to drop the mold test off, and by the time I got home and ate, it was after 1, and it was like, I got what I could done, but by 3 o'clock I knew, dude, there's just no way. So I moved the reservation to Friday. I did end up leaving Friday. I left for Visalia, but you've seen all that 99 footage and stuff, so probably not going to do much any of it. So I'm in Barstow. Actually, I'm in, Jesus, hold on here, Yermo. No, hold on. Yes, I am in Yermo. Yermo is an unincorporated little hamlet off of I-15, which used to be US 91, and then railroad, all that. You know the story for a lot of this stuff. So I'm staying tomorrow and I'm leaving Tuesday. Now the plan was to head to Laughlin on Tuesday, but I got to thinking I should look at the weather report, and it's going to be 114 on Tuesday, and in the high hundreds, low 110 for like the whole week. And I already know I can't keep up with this. I'm going to be miserable. And so I went ahead and I canceled Laughlin. I canceled the reservations. I've now got reservations in Kingman, and it's about an hour drive from the river to Kingman. And I've made reservations in Bullhead City for me and Dude. Now, Charlie and Sissy were going to stay at the Aviv, but we got to talking a little this morning, and I suggested that maybe now that I'm not staying at the Aviv, that maybe Harris would be a better bet. They have a private beach. They have jet ski rentals. It's a full casino. They have 2 pools. An adult, which wasn't always an adult, I guess, and then if you have kids, and it's a little bit further south from the rest of the casinos in the Colorado River in Laughlin. So Marie and I always stay. Well, we stayed there certainly through the first time of our first marriage. In fact, we got married like on May the 6th, I think, and we used to go down, and that was the first weekend in May, and that's the Kentucky Derby. And we'd stand in the sports book with 400 or 500 other idiots. We'd have our $2 bets, and we'd be hooting and hollering with everyone else. It was really a good time. So I'm suggesting to Charlie that maybe him and Sissy stay at Harrah's, because they're going to have the experience I think they're looking for, more than they would at the AV. I'm starting to feel better now that I'm not eating dairy anymore, or any of the other stuff I'm not supposed to. And I snuck a little yesterday, and I'm paying for it today. So the lesson's being driven home right now. I'm going to go ahead and keep the Lake Pleasant reservations, because I want to see my brother and I want to see my sissy. So then after that, I'm not sure, because I want to look at the weather, because it was supposed to be in the like high 90s or 100 in Laughlin at this time of the year. I could tolerate that. The 10 degrees hotter or 15 is just not going to happen. So I'm going to check the weather kind of towards the end of my stay at Lake Pleasant, and then I'm going to make a couple of decisions. There's one or two things I want to do in Kingman. If I don't get to it, I could stay a couple of days. There's some filming I wanted to do in Needles. I don't need to stay the whole week. I can stay 3, 4, 5 days. The KOA doesn't really give you a weekly discount necessarily at some of them. So, 4 or 5 days. I tried to stay someplace else in Kingman, and their website doesn't work, and I call them on the phone, and you get the generic, nobody's here to take your call. It's like, if you can't even have your own business, hey, thank you for calling XYZ RV Park. Dude, seriously? So, I don't know what I'm doing after Lake Phoenix. I know what I'm not doing, and that's I can't think if I've said this, but I have canceled everything after Lake Pleasant that the plan had. So, Blythe, Glen Helen, Death Valley, Shoshone, and Vegas are all off the table. So we're going to see. I had pulled off on Friday to take a little nap, and the generator ran for a while and then failed. It sounds like the fuel filter's clogged, and it does have a check engine light sequence in the sense that 3 flashing lights mean service engine. So I'm going to have to address that somewhere along the line here, but I may not do all that until I get back to the hideout, because there's some more stuff I want to do. I'm not happy with the people I bought this from. I love KP2. It was the right one, but sadly I think it wasn't the right dealer. Between the crappy batteries, I got battery problems again, so I may have some other problem, but between the batteries, it just may be a fuse. I went to check the battery level after I unplugged in Visalia, and it showed like nothing, like there wasn't even anything. I mean, none of the gauges worked. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I have a different problem. I have to kneel down here and see if I blew a fuse or something. But I'll worry about that. Certainly not right now, but that's just something else that I got to get on my plate. And bluntly, if I'm going to have somebody service it, and I think I want the people in Lodi next to Flag City, I'll have some more maintenance done, so I'm sure it's done. So that's what's up with that. Got a little problem with a neighbor. Part of it is my fault. I had Chico the dude on the tether, and I didn't have the tether short enough, so as this individual walked past with their dog, dude made a break, and he got out in the street and startled these people. Now they're right to say something, and I got out and I apologized, and I said, I'll take care of it, it won't happen again. And that's when I tied his tether further back on the porch, and then I tested it, so he really can't, he may get down the stairs, and that's about it. Well, the other day, the same gal walked by, and I heard her screaming, and I run out, and dude's just there, and she's, in my view, she's antagonizing dude. And I said, I've shortened the leash. I thought he was good. I said, I shortened the leash, and I told you I was going to. So I probably watch way too much YouTube. So I thought, okay, I need to fix this. So I bought like a dog door with a screen on it to help, so dude isn't so agitated when he sees another dog. He's not reactive like that. And then I got to thinking, I'm irritated at all the... poor Roxanne had to come have a little chat with me Friday, so I wasn't happy about that. But I told I told Roxanne, I said, I've solved the problem. She was out there. She was antagonizing my dog. I said, my next step is, if she doesn't knock it off, my next step is going to be contacting the sheriff's office to see how much evidence I need to meet the elements of harassment. I'm done. Just leave me alone. Now, the first part, yeah, my fault. I fixed it. I don't want to hear it again. So I've also thought, okay, after the dog door, and I make sure to short his lease so there's no jumping over it or nothing. I thought, Roxanne said something about having to be able to see onto my porch and the mess. I've got a table and a blanket over the table for my cannabis stuff, and I thought, okay, I'll take care of this. So I'm going to look up either some type of accordion style folding screen that I could pull back and forth, or the RV, when you have your awning out, you could buy like a screen, like a semi-privacy screen, bug screen maybe as well, but maybe not. That I'm thinking about that too. So I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix these nosy Nellies. Again, I'm responsible for Dude. I'm responsible for the first one. That's all on me, but I've solved it. So I got a game camera. I've had them for a while. I just haven't put them up yet, but now I'm going to. I don't think we're supposed to have all that nonsense, and I always have a body camera or two that I just may have to turn on every time I sit on the porch. Just don't know what to tell you. It shouldn't be like this, but I'm an asshole. So there you go. Tuesday I did get the bed cover installed. So it was $2,550 out the door. They assembled the pieces when I got there, and then they backed the truck in, and it was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I'm gonna try to do this. You know me, but you lift this up. Now I have it unlocked. So you press this, and now it's a little stiff, but you see I got a whole bunch of nonsense in here that I just didn't want to deal with for Thursday and Friday. Now you're going to see this almond milk, no dairy, so I need something to mix my shakes with. So here you go with that, and then you see some other kitchen little clothes, some nonsense in here. Hold on. I thought about it today, but I got lazy and had some executive dysfunction. But I thought about maybe dropping the truck tomorrow and maybe driving out to Amboy. But I got to thinking, I may want to wait on that. Now, I could drive out 40, take off in I can't think of the name of the goddamn town. Ludlow. I've got like 40 pictures of historic Ludlow. I've been there more than once. The Murphy building, the Murphy Brothers building. Actually, Ludlow was founded, I'm going to say this about 40,000 times. Ludlow was founded by a guy named John C. Denaire. Where do I live? Who's the town named after? There you go. John C. Denaire was a Santa Fe Railroad executive. And that's why there you go. That's why Denaire's named Denaire. And then you go out Old 66, you go through Amboy and Roy's, which I've stopped at many times. Not so much on film, but I'm not film that I have anymore, but it's always a great stop. And I've stopped there with my last wife. I've stopped there. Well, Charlie and I have stopped there. My dad and I have stopped there. The ingrate and I stopped there, and I've stopped there by myself. So, but I'm thinking, I may just want to get on the interstate and just get there, and then if I feel like it on my way back, or bluntly, if it comes to be December and I'm starting to think, let's see what's going on with everything I got going on and see if I want to maybe head back down that way. You never know. I'm always thinking. So I think, let me stop and think of what else, or hell, I can't remember. So I think that's about it. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef, Fall 24 Extravaganza number 1. Covering 2 travel days from the hideout in Denaire to Barstow in San Bernardino, California, and we're going to head east day after tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for those of you with your unyielding personal support during these times. I can't tell you how much I need it, and the grace shown by some of you towards me has been exemplary. And don't think I don't know that. So enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.